Hello everybody. This is Alyssa from Main Cuts and Crafts, and today we are here for another one of my fun, end of the month, beginning of the month videos. So today's video, we are going to be unboxing all of the canvases that I purchased in January, slash received in January, because some of them, like these, I did not purchase in January, I don't think. I think these were a December purchase, but I got them in January. So these are all of the canvases that I received in the month of January, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at these because it's not bought, it's received, because technically the only one that I bought this month was this one here. But anywho, I digress. We're going to break into it. So it's a much smaller haul today than what it's been because again, like I said, I've been trying to really kind of cut back on all of my purchases. So I actually did really well this month. You can see by the fact that, I do not have 20 gazillion kits for us to unbox today. We still have a little bit of a haul. It's still going to be, a little bit of a January, what I received haul. But it's not going to be, like 10 plus, 15 plus, canvases like we've had some months. So we will break into it and see. This box got kind of a little bit beat up, but that's okay because that's the whole point of, shipping in a box. You're good to go. I'm going to take the items out of the box and move the box out of the way. This is from Diamond Delights. So this is my packing slip of what all I've purchased because, sometimes you forget. Okay, that's right. All right. And this was, the order was placed, I want to say it was in December time. So it was placed in December. So we're going to take a look at these. So we've got these goodies and we've got stickers. I do love all the stickers that Elvira uses with her stuff. And then we've got canvas right there. And then we have our thank you card for her. So this right here is the information. This is from Diamond Delights. And here is the rest of her information right there. And I'm going to make sure I did not miss anything. Yep, we're good. All right, well, I'm going to move this box out of the way so the cats can investigate it. And we're going to take a look. So we're going to start off with this one first, and then we'll go into the Diamond Delights. And then from there, we will go ahead and come into this Diamond Art Club canvas. So I'm going to move this out of the way. So this right here was from a lovely subscriber of mine who reached out to me and said that she wanted to send me this canvas. So this is going to be a Sybil art. And I was like, oh, how much do you want for it? And she's like, no, I'm just going to send it to you. So that was super, super sweet. And a huge, huge, huge thank you to her. I'm still, I wish Diamond Art Club would come out with some Sybil art canvases that beyond just the one that they did for Easter, which was out of all of the images they could have picked, they picked an Easter canvas to do when she has so much amazing art that would sell really well. But yeah, we get the Easter image. So this is from Craft Ease, which is where the majority of the Sybil art works were from. So this is called Les Filines, I think is the name of it. Yes, Les Filines, or however, I do not do French. But it is a 40 by 50, and look at how cute this image is. I love it. She's adorable. Well, they are adorable. The canvas itself is adorable. Look at how cute those little kitty cats are. Now look at the girls. They're just sitting there, and then they've got their umbrella, everything else. So the Crafties canvases, unfortunately Crafties is not around any longer, but I've never had an issue with their canvases. Yes, it's a canvas material, but it's not one of those super stiff canvases. It's kind of like an in-between, but it doesn't have the creepy soft felt backing that I do loathe that most companies have now. The adhesive is fantastic. This is going to be round drills. It's got 28 colors, which includes, it looks like 2 ABs, 2 glow in the dark on this one right here. One of the things that I do think is very smart is whenever they do the glow in the darks, that's going to be this symbol right here. There's no there's no symbol behind it, just the color. And that's because the glow in the dark symbols do not come through very well. So we're going to take a look at this. We're going to take a look at our specials. And if I can open it, wherever it is. Okay, there it is. All right. So we're just going to look at the specials. So I just need to pull those out. So here is 1. Here is 2. Those are the ABs. And now I need the glow in the dark. right here. Oh, and it looks like there's a couple other specials. As I'm looking in here, I'm seeing a crystal as well, and another crystal. So that's fun. And is that any more, or is that it? I think that is it then. So 2 crystals that I totally missed looking through there. I did not see those on the list at all, but we're going to take a look and see. So anywho, as we look, we are going to see where these specials are located. I'm going to turn that portion off, get rid of that glare for us. So we're going to start with, let's see, this is going to be number 7. So, okay, it's got like a weird symbol. So they're calling it 070. I have no idea what color that's supposed to be, but it is kind of like an orangey red is the symbol, or the coloring. It's kind of like an orangish tone. That is going to go with symbol number 7, which is going to be the inside of the flowers here. This portion here, we have it in the inside of the bows right there, those hearts in the background that we're seeing right here. That's all this crystal. I'm also seeing some of it down here, right in here, the mid-tone right there. We have a patch of it here, here, here. This flower in the background, the hearts, this little guy, the internal aspect of the bow on her attire. And then as we come up towards the top, I'm also seeing it up into here, these hearts, and a little bit into these other symbols right there. So that's where we're going to have this orangey toned crystal. And then we have this green crystal, which is going to be symbol H. So that green crystal, you can see it right there. Look at it as it catches the light. That one is going to be this bright green here, right there. We also have it in these hearts in the background, those circles, hearts, the perimeter. It's going to be the green right here, there. And then we're also having it down lower, the bright green we see there, here, here, and a little bit right over there. So those are going to be the 2 crystals that it comes with. I might actually like swap them out for different drills instead of using the crystals, just because I like variety. You guys know that. I like my variety. All right. So then we have our glow-in-the-dark drills. These are probably some of the easiest ones to find for where they're located. So first up, we have the blue tone, which it's kind of interesting that it calls for blue, yet the drill that was sent was an orange one. So I might do a different, I'm probably going to pick something different for that, but that's going to be this blue outline of the umbrella that you see on each side of it. So that light blue outline, this light blue outlining the rest of the umbrella there, that is all supposed to be this. So I'm probably going to swap that out for a different color. And then we have this pink glow-in-the-dark drill, which is going to be the outline of our cats. Basically anything that's this bright pink outlining the cats, outlining their dress. It's also some of the flowers in there, outlining the bow, outlining here. All of that is outlined with this pink glow-in-the-dark drill. And then we have this one right here, our AB. That's going to be the yellow right there. Our yellow here, 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 here. The inside of those flowers, inside of the flower there. A little patch of it right there and right in there. So that's going to be the yellow as a little bit of an accent. And then we have this blue one, which is, because that yellow is 444. The blue is 996. That's going to be this blue here, here. I'm also seeing it right around there, the butterfly. Then we have some of the hearts in the background. As we come down, right around in there, the circle there. We've got the little blue accents and hearts in the background, centers of the flowers. There's a little bit of it kind of accenting right in here, right there, right here, here, right in there. So it's kind of a lot of the background accents for it. Those are where the specials are in this one. I will definitely add a lot of enhancements to this, especially for the dresses. Those are going to have a ton of enhancements, and all of these like color splotches in the background are totally going to be enhanced. And then I'll leave like the rest of the background alone, like the more neutral colors of the background I'm going to leave alone. But that right there is our les filins, or I have no, my French. I do not do French. I can do a bunch of languages, like some like phrases in a bunch of languages and pronunciation in them, but not French. That is not a language I can do anything with. So that is the first kit that I received this month. So now we're going to take care of her, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at, and she gets to go into my Sybil Art collection. I need to work, now that I've been working on some of my Yumeis, I need to like start working on some of my Sybil Arts. I think I've been so hesitant to work on the Sybil Arts though, because you can't buy them anymore. Even the one single Sybil Art that Diamond Art Club had has been discontinued. So it's not like I can just go buy more Sybil Art canvases. Whereas with Crafty, with like, well, Yume, she's usually releases so frequently that it's never an issue. So now we're going to go over my Diamond Delights purchases. These were from December. These ones are basically magnets or cover minders, however you want to think of them. And I am super excited for these. So this was a collaboration between Elvira, Diamond Delights, and Nicole, Shire Shenanigans. And this is the ube donut. I'm going to open it so we can take a look and see what it looks like. This is the cutest thing ever. And I can't wait to work on these. They're going to be so much fun. So we have a little wood cover minder. Like, look how precious that is. And it's like you have your symbols and everything on the cover minder itself. But that's basically burned into the wood. So if you have issues with it, what's really cool is Elvira has put the guide for the donut behind it, so that way you can, like, even if you have issues with being able to see, you can, you know, just basically, even if you have issues being able to see what's on here, which is perfectly clear and legible, you can just use this as a guide or as a cheat sheet. And it looks like this one is 6 colors. So we have purples because it's ube. So here are our drills right here. I love it. I think these are the cutest things ever. I'm super excited to do these little cover minders. These are going to be something, like, I love the fact that all of the little kits from Diamond Delights, all of these little things like this, come already pre-kitted up, basically. They're in plastic baggies. Next up, we're going to have this purple flower. And this one, I think the other 3 are all flowers, but this one's the purple flower. So very similar to the other one. You know, you've got your legend, your purple flower right there. You've got your 5 colors for this one, which we've got yellows and purples because it's a purple flower, but it's super cute. I love it. It's so precious. And Nicole is one that makes the cover minder portion of it. She does cut them out and did the magnets and everything, and Elvira did the rest of it. Well, Nicole uses some solid magnets. I have never had an issue with her magnets, and I love them. I think they are excellent magnets, and too many people, when you buy cover minders, use those like small whiffy magnets. You don't have to worry about that when you buy one from Shire Shenanigans or these ones from Diamond Delights. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the next one. This is a blue flower. So I have a little retreat that I'm going to, a day retreat that I'm going to at the end of the month, and I might take all of these little projects with me. So this one is our blue flower. That's what it's going to look like. Again, we have our 5 colors, which includes a couple of the similar ones, but then the 3 different shades of blue. And that is blue flower. And then we have a pink flower, I think is the last one. Yes. So there's that one. And then we're going to come right over here to our pink flower. And I've already seen a friend of mine completed, I think, one of the flowers already. So I've gotten to see that completed, and it looks so cute. So good. So there is what it's going to look like. 5 colors as well. Oh, those are some pretty colors. Look at those 3 pinks together. Those are going to be excellent. Excellent pinks. That's a lovely soft pink right there. So yes, those are the cover minders that I picked up from my last order. And Elvira will be having a new drop, I think next... Oops, sorry. So I believe Elvira has a new drop going on, like next Friday, I believe is when it's going to be, the 13th. So in a week, she'll be doing a new drop. And oh my goodness, she has some gloriously amazing looking kits on there. And I'm like, I have to restrain myself, but all right. So what Elvira always does, like her version of leaving you a, like, because she ships these in just the bag like this, and there's no box, you get a sticker of the artwork So that way, you know, you can see what it is on the bag, and that usually would sit just like that. So this particular one, we're going to open it up. We're going to move these out of the way. And then we're going to open up this canvas. So this is from Diamond Delights. Again, and this is a full-size canvas. She does that nice thick canvas. It's that with that fleece, that creepy felt backing that everybody loves, that always gets me. And this is I'm gonna roll it backwards so we can actually take a look at the image properly. What's really cool about this kit, I believe the entire kit is made out of dust drills, like fairy shimmer, sparkle, fairy dust, whatever you want to call them. They're made out of basically fairy dust drills, and it's a Studio Ghibli image. It is Totoro, which I love, and the suit sprites. So this right here is the image. Granted, it's been rolled, so it's going to take a little bit. But yes, you got plenty of color blocking in the background. This is like a lovely color blocking piece. But you have you have some color changes in variety when you look at the design around here. But definitely a good swath of color blocking there, which makes me happy. You have Totoro, you have a couple suit sprites. This is called Under the Umbrella, and this is from the artist Saban. And it is a 50 by 50 centimeter square drill canvas, and it comes with 42 colors. But as you look at this, all 42 colors are dust drills. All 42 of them are dust. Every single drill. I think that is super spectacular. I am super excited for it. So we're not going to look at the drills because obviously they are literally all dust. So we're going to so I'm not going to pull out and point out where the specials are because it's every single color. But look at those drills. They look fantastic. Look at the beautiful blue that we're going to have for the background, which I want to say is probably a, like 3761. That's going to be the color. 3761 is this beautiful blue that we're seeing right there. Look at how gorgeous that is. And then we have the white as well. All of these beautiful colors. That's a gorgeous color palette. But I am super excited for this canvas. Let me tell you, because look at it. It's precious. It is so precious. And you guys know I love me some Ghibli, but I also really love Totoro, and the suit sprites as well are like one of my favorite little things. So we're going to roll this back up and put it away, and then we're going to look at the final kit that I received this month. So like I said, definitely a lot smaller than what I've had in previous months, but you know, sometimes that's fine to have a smaller haul of things, especially when I'm trying to downsize the hoard and get below like a certain number of canvases. All right, so now we're going to go ahead. Oh, I forgot to put my my little guy in here. We're going to turn him around. He needs to face this way. So there we go. So now I can close this, and we're going to move this canvas out of the way, and we are going to open this one up. So this is going to be the Margaret Morales, one of the recent releases from just a couple weeks ago. This is Yumiko by Margaret Morales. It's a 55.6 by 75.9 round drill canvas. So that's one of the things I do love, is that it's rounds, and oh my goodness, the color palette. It's so pretty. It's like, it's all cherry blossoms, in case you were not aware. You've got the beautiful cherry blossoms, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I love it. Love, love, love. Okay, gotta rip the plastic off because otherwise Sushi's gonna get it when it's sitting up there. All right, let's break into her. So we are going to take a look and see. I do have to say, I am not a fan of these new sleeves for the box where they just come right off. So I never take the plastic all the way off because this would just fall right off if I did that. But we're going to kind of break into it and see. Here is our toolkit, which I don't go through the toolkits, but you have your pen, your tray, your little baggies. Inside the tray, you've got an extra multi-placer, and you've got like the extra wax and all that fun stuff. All right, so now we're going to move this out of the way. And we're going to take a look and see what we got, our sticker sheet and our bronze card, because I can guarantee you it's a bronze. Oh my goodness, I'm shocked. It is a silver. I would have been happier if it had been a gold. I need some golds, but I have a silver. She's pretty. So I was surprised about that. But this is Yumiko from Margaret Morales, and she's gorgeous. She has 60 colors, and those 60 colors are such a beautiful palette of colors. It includes 2 ABs and 4 dust drills amongst all of those colors. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this canvas and all of the special drills. I'm not going to pull the specials out because I don't want to have to deal with, you know, when they're in chains, like Diamond Art Club canvases, the girls are always in chains. So we're not going to do that portion, but I am going to at least show you and point out where the specials go in this canvas. So I will do that portion. So we're going to roll this back and take a quick glance at the canvas. Oh, so gorgeous. I've seen someone in the Discord is working on this one right now, and it is so pretty. All right. So now, boom. Okay. Oh my gosh, she is stunning. Look at her. Oh, I love these cherry blossoms. They're beautiful. And then I love her face and how she's sitting there with the eyes closed, just looking up. It's beautiful. And then you've got her kimono, which is also gorgeous. And you've got some purple, the gradations of tones with the purples and the flowers there, and then the plum blossom there. Oh, stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right, so we're going to take a look at the drills right here and see if we can find any specials. But look at that color palette. Beautiful color palette. Let us see if anything is easy to see. Okay, we have a purple AB that you can subtly see right there is a purple AB. And then we also have a white AB. So that white one right in there is a white AB. This is a pink dust drill right here. So that light pink right there is a dust. And then the other three dusts, I am not seeing off the top of my head just looking at it like this. So they're going to be like sandwiched in there where they're harder to see for those other three dust drills. But we at least see that pink one right there. And yes. All right. So now we're going to take a look at where the specials would be on this canvas. I'm going to turn that light off so we can see. So we have those two ABs. The first AB was AB 554, which is that purple AB. That purple AB is going to be kind of like a mid-tone that we're seeing right here and right around in here. We're accenting. Anywhere you see that pale pink on these purplish flowers, there's that light purple near the pale pink center is going to be that purple AB. Same thing as we come down here at the bottom, right in here. A couple drills there, a little bit there, kind of that light tone we're seeing in there. Definitely seeing it right here. It's the center, that brightest, lightest tone in these areas here. So in the center of all of these purples is where we're seeing it in that lightish tone right there. As we come up higher, do I see any? Yeah, a little bit right in here. That is where we see those purples of that AB. Our next AB is the 5200, which is the white. And it is actually not this. That is a 3865. Our actual AB 5200 is this white that we see as like the pollen dots on our flowers. So the very tips of the flowers, of their like the stamens, the pistil and stamen area, those very tips, basically the pollen is going to be that AB. Also, you can see a little bit in her face right there. And then it's like scattered throughout all of these bright white spots that we see scattered throughout, like the pollen dots scattered throughout the canvas. Those are also going to be this AB. Same thing right into there. All of those little white spots dotted around. So definitely this portion here, right through here, there, right in here. That's all going to be that AB. So then we have our dust drills. We have a Z778, which is that pink tone that we were seeing. And that one is going to be this light tone here. It's kind of our little slash, but it's kind of all the way in these pinks there. Kind of like that creamy pink. Same thing, we have some of it in here. I have a little bit more of it over here. And then as we come up, we have a little bit more right into this area. And then as we get up into the upper portions, we have some of it in this portion of the sleeve, right through there. And as we go up any further, it's actually, okay, that dust is going to be the inside of this portion of the branches. Right there, that is that dust. And then I'm also, do I see any more of it? A little tiny bit up at the very top. I keep smacking into my camera with my glasses. Hi, baby. Right in here. So that's where I'm seeing that dust drill. So that first dust, which is that creamy pink one. And then we have a Z3746, which is a purple tone. And that purple tone is going to be the purple we see right in here. The inside of that branch is that that dust drill. I'm also seeing that dust drill as we come along. This would be why I didn't notice it when I looked at the drills, because there's not a ton of it on the canvas. I'm seeing like a little line of it right here, a little line right there. And then as I come lower, let's see, do I see any more of it? I think that might be it. That's all I'm seeing are those little spots that I accented over there. Oh, and a little bit right here as part of that petal or that little flower right there. So that's that dust drill. Our third dust drill is a 3840, which is a light bluish tone. That's going to be this lightest blue on that flower, the lightest blue we're seeing right there. The blue accents there, a little bit blue accent there. So again, this would be why we didn't see those other colors, because they were such a small quantity. So we've got like 7 drills there, 4 here, 4 there, 4 there. So all very minimal quantities of this drill scattered throughout, a little bit of it there, like 4 drills right there. And then our final AB is a 6021, which is kind of a grayish tone, which actually, interestingly enough, is going to be this lightest gray we're seeing right here on her hair. And then as we come right there, there's a line of it through here on this swath of hair that comes down, a little bit on her shoulder, and then a very, very small amount of that gray dust drill right in here, kind of the highlight of those flowers. And that is it. That is where all the specials are on this one. But she is beautiful in the perfect size. And I love the color palette. There's purples in here, but there's definitely pinks. And I love the pinks. I think the pinks are so dreamy. I love, love, love cherry blossoms. I even have cherry blossoms tattooed on my arm. Love them. So that gives us a look at our this beautiful Margaret Morales Yumiko and the beautiful color palette of these drills. I just can't with how gorgeous it is. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. So like I said, January, I actually was like really pleased with myself for what I purchased in January, because I did not purchase that much. I literally bought the one canvas, and then this one right here. And then I received December's order from Diamond Delights, and then I received the other canvas that a lovely soul gifted me as well. So that's not a lot of things that I got in, and I'm very pleased with that for, you know, not having a bunch of stuff coming in. So anywho, we are going to take care of this one and call that a day. Like, look at how gorgeous the colors are on this. I just can't with how beautiful it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I got for the month of January. I do have to say, like, I'm hoping to stay just as like small when it comes to February timeframe. We will see how February goes, because I did end up buying the Miss Holly mystery kit. I saw what the image was going to be, and I was like, I love that image. You guys, if you guys have seen it, you would know it is 100% right up my alley. So I bought that one, and since I was buying that one, I figured I might as well grab the one Geneva Bowers that had not sold out at the time of as far as Wednesday, which was Autumn, which is the one that's got all of the color blocking for the background, because I have a feeling that that one will probably would probably be one that wouldn't necessarily restock as well. They might potentially discontinue that one if they're going to discontinue any of them. So I was like, I need to make sure I get it so that way I have it, because there's a couple other Genevas that I have held off on because I know that they're going to restock, but that one I was worried about. So I did pick up that one and the mystery. So I do have 2 canvases I've already purchased, and we're only into like the first week of February. So the goal is that I stay strong and I continue with just my like certain things that I'm allowed to purchase for like the different shops. I know I'm going to limit myself because Diamond Delights has a bunch of new canvases that they are going to be releasing next Friday, and there's so many of them, and they are all so cute, and I really, really want some of them. So I have to restrain myself, because it's like I can't buy all of them that I want. So I have to like limit myself in that aspect and just pick the ones that I think are the most important, or the ones that I like the most. So we are going to I'm going to pull up Instagram so we can take a look at that one, those ones. So we are down on Diamond Delights Instagram, which this is her channel or her Instagram page right here. And we're going to take a look at what's being released this next week. So it's going to be, these are what she's posted so far. Oh, come on. I do not want to look at the post. Just let me, like, I'm not going to sign in. So we're going to see about refreshing that. Okay, that way we can see it. And we're just going to look at it like this because I am not signing into Instagram on my iPad. I do not get logged into it. So we have this one right here, which is Harajuku crepes, which is the cutest thing ever. I do need to look at like sizes for it. It's so cute. And then we have this one right here, which is one of like those 3D sticker scenes. Like, look at how cool that is. I think it is the coolest thing ever and so adorable. I love it. I have so many of those sticker scenes. So adorable, adorable. So want. We have this lantern, which is really pretty, and I would totally buy that. It's tough when you have a shop whose aesthetic is like the same as my aesthetic, because I want literally everything that she sells, which I cannot. I cannot buy 5 canvases. So I have to like limit it down and see which ones I'm gonna pick. And then look at these. This one is so cute. The little cats, and it's like, yes, there's browns, but there's also a lot of greens. I love these little cats. And this one totally reminds me of sushi. And then this one right here, which like this one, it's so tough to decide which ones I want, because they are all so adorable. This one is a 1000% I am getting. I love that one. If I had to pick, like, oh gosh, this one is definitely a top. And then I have to decide, do I want a lot of it's going to come down to size. I might go with some of the smaller sizes. Like that one is so cute. I also really love the sticker scene. I love the Harajuku crepes one. So I really have to decide which ones do I want, because I'm not buying 5. I probably should try to limit myself and only purchase 2, which is challenging to do, to like restrict myself when I want them all. But I know one of them is going to be that one. I'm like really torn because I want this one, but then I'm like, but then I also want these 2. If I had to pick like 4, I would go with these 2 and that one, those 2. But I'm like, I'm trying to limit myself to less than that. So we will see which 2 I finally end up purchasing or what I end up buying. And like I said, a lot of it's going to depend on the size. But those are the releases that you guys can expect to see coming up in next Friday. You can see the previous release. I limited myself and I only bought the Ghibli canvas. And then the previous release to that had a bunch. Oh gosh, I do not want to log in. Do not make me log in. So we're not going to do that. No, I'm not logging in. All right. So anywho, we're going to go ahead and shut that off and I will let you guys go. But I hope you guys enjoyed all of this. Seeing like, I still managed to make this 30 minutes and, you know, we only looked at like 3 canvases and then a couple cover minders. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.